Okay. Hello. Hey, everybody. This is Lorelia, and I am talking about why your business funding is capped. Currently, I am streaming here on YouTube. I'm also going live on Facebook, and for the first time, I'm actually doing Instagram. So today I want to talk about a topic that I think is a very timely topic now that we are in the new year. And in the new year, many people are going to make resolutions. Resolutions, the most popular, what is it? To get healthy, to get out of debt, and of course, to increase their net worth. And what best way to do that than to leverage some form of other people's money and invest in real estate? And that is primarily what I do. I help people get access to six figures or more in funding to invest in real estate. And in 2001, I helped um, people get access to over 500K in funding to invest in real estate. So this is a topic that I know very well. And so as we go into the new year, many people are going to be making those resolutions of wanting to get access to more money, wanting to secure some type of funding. And so I am a big advocate. Why business credit? Although this topic is not really primarily about the different forms of funding, but why I feel like business funding is one of the best ways to access funding to invest in real estate, because it allows you to have control of a property, control meaning you own it and not have no mortgage. So imagine you leveraging business funding. Business funding can be in the forms of credit cards, lines of credit, or term loans. Term loans meaning a loan that have a term of 5 years or less. And so imagine you getting access to real estate, you owning something. Two things has happened once you have gotten access to you purchasing real estate. My last video, I talked about me helping a client secure two properties, leveraging business funding. And so the two things that happens when you become a real estate owner, you not only increase your net worth, but number two, you lower your tax liability, because real estate is one of the best vehicles to use to be able to lower your tax liability. Now, the biggest thing is that you now own a property free and clear. No 30-year mortgage. Can you hear me? No 30-year mortgage. And so one may say, well, Aurelia, I too want to be able to leverage that strategy. Help me to get the 75K, the over the 100K, 150K, 200K. Help me to get access to be able to secure that funding. That is what I get on a regular basis of people coming to me. And so that's why I thought this video would be very important, because it talks about why your funding is capped. See, when a lot of people come to me, they've already kind of made their way around the internet. They've listened to this one, they've listened to that one. And so they're trying to crack the code. They may know how to get 5K, they may know how to get 10K, and they may even know how to get 15, but they still know deep down that that is not going to be enough to secure real estate. And so a lot of times they come to me for me to prove to them how I'm going to help them get 60K, get 75K, get 90K. What is it that you know, Lorelia, that is going to help me to get that amount of money? And so that is why I wanted to do this video, ladies and gentlemen, because it has nothing to do with me. Your ability to get funding and why your funding is capped has everything to do with you. It has nothing to do with me, because this is what I tell everybody. The strategies that I do, that I teach people, are the same across the board. The lenders that I work with to help people to secure the funding is the same all across the board. The only missing variable is the person. And so that is why your funding is capped, because your ability to get funding is never going to be able to be higher than who you are. Let me say this again. Your ability to get funding is not going to go higher than your money thermostat. I hope that I made that clear. If you have a money thermostat at only $10,000, what do I mean about a money thermostat? You know, in your heart of hearts, you know deep down inside, you have never gotten access legally. Now, we're not talking about nothing illegally, but if you know in your heart of hearts, legally, you have never gotten access to $10,000, 15, 25, it is going to be very hard for you to believe that you are going to get funding for 75 to 90,000, or maybe even 50. It is going to be hard for you to believe it's going to happen. That is why a lot of people who come to me, when they have that, barrier of saying, I can't get the funding, it's not the how to. I can't speak for everybody here on the internet, but there's a good amount of people who are giving game, whether it's free game, whether it's paid game. There is ton of information. I tell people, if all you want is just funding, you can go right on the internet for that. Like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I got some special formula that is going to bring a windfall of money in your lap. But this is what I do know, that I have the ability to help a person put together a business entity that can become a fundable entity, and that takes strategy. But the other piece of it is you have to believe that it can happen. Because going back to what I originally said, if your money thermostat is only at 5,000, is only at 10,000, there is nothing that I can say that is going to have you to believe that you can get 75, that you can get 90,000. Nothing I can say. I can sit with a person, give them the whole blueprint, and they will still question, are you sure it's going to happen? Or do you guarantee that I'm going to get the funding? When clearly the results are there, when clearly the testimonial videos are there, where people are buying real estate, leveraging business funding, no mortgage, free and clear. Imagine what you can do with two free and clear properties. Imagine two free and clear properties. You have no mortgage on them. You can literally set your family's life up for the rest of their lives. And we're not talking about you living in two properties that is generating for you mailbox money, tenants who are paying you. But once again, if your money thermostat is only at five or $10,000, There is nothing that I can say. There is no strategy that I can show you. I can give you the whole blueprint. I can map it out. I can tell you the lenders. I could tell you how to set up your LLC, the whole nine. You're not going to do it because you don't believe it is possible. So when a person says to me, what differs this person from getting funding versus what I've tried to do before? How, what are you going to do different, Lavrelia? And at the end of the day, I'm not going to do anything different. I'm not going to convince no one because I know the process works. The only missing variable is the other person receiving the information. And that, my friend, is why your funding is capped. If you're at a point now and you can't figure out how you're going to get to the six-figure mark, how you're going to get to the 75K mark, how you're going to get to the 200K mark, it is because your funding is capped based on your own personal belief system and money thermostat. Has nothing to do with the end user. Nothing. Now, of course, take into account, we're not talking about nothing illegal. We're talking about straight legal ways for you to literally set your family up for the rest of your life. How could your life change? How could it change? And so, what a lot of people don't realize is they are capped and they don't know that they're capped. And that is why year after year, they make the resolution, as I originally talked about. This is going to be my year where I'm going to leverage OPM, other people's money. I'm going to leverage credit. I'm going to invest in real estate. I'm going to create for me some mailbox money, some passive income. I'm going to increase my net worth. I'm going to lower my tax liability. But the only thing between me and that dream is I can't seem to get my hands on the funding part. That is what separates those who every year make those resolutions and then at the end of the year fall short. Is because they have a low money thermostat. And so they go in it with the idea of prove to me that you can get me the money. Now, I can't speak for other people, but I know for myself, there are people who come to me at least once a week and they want me to prove to them that they can get the money. And that is never my job. It's almost, and I hate to laugh, but it's very funny because you can hear the frustration in their voice. You can literally hear the frustration. They've been all around the internet. They've been on all the boards. They've been on real estate boards. They've been on credit boards. They can't seem to crack the code. Their business credit guru, without me calling names, I'm not going to say if it's a him or it's a her. Is it a he or is it a she? I literally heard someone giving game the other night. The game was truthful, but it was so many holes. It was literally the person was saying they were starting at A, but they was taken to a person to G, and if anyone was on the other side listening, they wouldn't have what they didn't know that there were other steps. There was B, C, D, E, F, G, a whole bunch of steps in between before you can get to the G. And that's why so many people are frustrated. They are literally frustrated because already they have a low money thermostat. They can't seem to get above a certain threshold. I literally had someone who came to me, once again, not going to say if it was a him, her, he, she, and someone said to me, I need help getting 25K. And I literally told that person, I'm not your person. That's all you're trying to get, you can get that on your own. That's not what I'm here for. I'm not here to help you get 25K. I don't share no list of credit cards that you get. People have these secret lists and all this other stuff. And that's why I say, even with all the information out there, the secret lists, the insider's guide, people are still not able to secure and get to the bag to create a fundable business entity that will allow you to get access to 50, 75, 100, 200K. As I mentioned to you, invest in real estate, be able to purchase something, properties free and clear, no 30-year mortgage. You have now become, with all that, you've increased your worth. You have passive income coming in from tenants, and you lower your tax liability. And the biggest thing is that that funding is no longer a one-time event, because now you pretty much become your own bank. See, I said this in my last video, or my last two. It's time for us to have conversations higher conversations. It's like I tell my clients, now is the time to play the long game. All my clients will tell you they've realized the funding was the easiest piece, but the ability to create generational wealth that not only will help you, but set your family up, whether it's your wife, your husband, your grandchildren, your children, their children. That part is not as easy. That's not the easy part. So, if you're that person in 2022, as I filmed this video, and you're still at that place where you're capped, and once again, you have to realize you're capped, because, like I said, it is not my job to help you uncap yourself. That's why I'm doing this video, because I don't think some people realize that they're capped, and they don't even know they're capped. They don't realize they have a low money thermostat. And that is why they're unable to get to the 60 and the 75 and the 90 and the 100K. But I have a resource that's going to help you. And the resource is that I am going to be holding a live workshop. The last one I did was in November, the weekend after Thanksgiving. And yes, people did show up. It starts at 9, and those who are serious and really have a plan for their future, they showed up. And I'm going to be doing another one so you can kick off your 2022 in the first quarter, have not only a plan, but your ability to go to a lender, have your business entity set up, that it becomes a fundable business entity. We not just talking about uh what's some of the things people say to me, you gonna help me get, a credit card with low APR, just a whole bunch of crazy stuff. I don't know what it is y'all looking at on the internet, but we're talking about big boy things. Like I said, had somebody come to me and say, "Can you help me get 25K?" I don't play in that sandbox. There's somebody else can help you get 25K. That I'm not doing that. Let somebody give you the secret lenders list to get you to 25K. What I'm doing is helping people get 90K, 80K, 100K, 150K, 200K. And by having a fundable business entity, it can happen. This is not no, are you sure? It has been proven. It has been proven 2021, over 500K secured funds that have been used to help individuals get and buy real estate. My last success story was at the end of the year. You can go, if you're on YouTube, you can go to my um you can go to my community tab. You'll see the results. And if you're on Instagram, go Lorelia, what is it, Lorelia B. Phillips? Yeah, Lorelia B. Phillips on Instagram. You'll see the social proof there. Also, in this video, you'll see www.neverloseadeal events.com, and there you will learn more about the workshop. So, like I said, set your family up for success. Let me help you increase your money thermostat so you can push through and get through to the 80 and the 90K. Because a lot of this stuff on the internet are just tricks. And that is why many people, as I said, the beginning of the year, they're gonna have these big plans. This is my year to invest in real estate. This is my year to, get access to OPM, other people's money. And what's gonna happen is December is gonna be here, and you're gonna fall short. So start the year strong. Set your foundation now, so you can end the first quarter. End the first quarter is March 31st, with you in the realm of being able to leverage real estate, leverage funding, so you can get the real estate that you want. And so, like I said, if you go to www.neverloseadealevents.com, you'll learn more about that workshop. So, once again, this is Lorelia. Talk to you in the next video. And if you're watching a replay, thanks for watching.